Ever wonder why some relationships seem to fizzle out before they even start? You may not realize it, but certain habits could be making it harder for you to connect with others. These habits are subtle, yet powerful enough to push people away, often without us even knowing. But the good news, you have the power to change them. Before we dive in, if you're finding value in these insights, make sure to like this video and subscribe to stay tuned for more content that helps you grow stronger in your relationships. Now, let's explore these 7 habits and how to break free from them for good. 1. Oversharing too soon. We've all been there, meeting someone new and feeling excited to share our stories and experiences. But there's a fine line between openness and overwhelming others with too much information too quickly. Oversharing can give off the impression that you're trying to fast-track intimacy without allowing trust to develop naturally. While it might come from a place of wanting to connect, it can make people feel uncomfortable or pressured to respond in ways they aren't ready for. For example, discussing deeply personal matters like past traumas or unresolved emotional issues early on in a relationship might be too much for the other person to handle. This doesn't mean you should be closed off, but let the relationship progress at a natural pace. Share incrementally, allowing trust and comfort to build over time. 2. Never being vulnerable. At the other end of the spectrum, never showing vulnerability can make you appear distant or emotionally unavailable. While it's tempting to keep a guarded front to protect ourselves, vulnerability is essential for forging deep connections. When we allow others to see our imperfections and insecurities, we invite a level of trust that strengthens relationships. Imagine trying to bond with someone who never opens up about their struggles. It would feel one-sided, like you're only scratching the surface. Showing vulnerability, whether it's admitting you're having a bad day or sharing your worries, gives others the opportunity to support you. Mutual support is the foundation of any healthy relationship. 3. Constantly complaining. We all need to vent sometimes, but if you constantly focus on the negative, it can drain those around you. When every conversation is about what's wrong in your life, it can weigh down friendships and romantic relationships. The more you complain, the more it feels like you're pulling others into your problems, and this can push people away. They might begin to associate your presence with negativity. Instead, try to balance out your conversations. Share your challenges, but also celebrate your wins. Express gratitude for the good things, no matter how small. Focus on solutions instead of just highlighting problems. It doesn't mean you should avoid talking about difficulties, but remember to make space for positive moments too. 4. Being too agreeable. Agreeing with everything might seem like the easiest way to keep the peace, but it can actually backfire. When you're overly agreeable, people might start to wonder whether you're being authentic with them. After all, no one agrees with everything all the time, and people respect those who have their own opinions. Disagreeing respectfully is important. It shows that you're confident in your own beliefs and trust the other person enough to handle your opinions. Relationships deepen when there's healthy, constructive disagreement, and that's where real understanding and respect are built. 4. Not listening. One of the quickest ways to alienate people is by not truly listening. In today's world, it's all too easy to be physically present in a conversation while mentally checked out. Whether you're distracted by your phone, daydreaming, or simply waiting for your turn to speak, people can sense when they're not being heard, and it leaves them feeling unimportant or undervalued.